Welcome back to That Dead Guy. It's Monday, April the 11th, 2022. Hopefully you guys are starting your week off great, either on vacation or maybe home from work already, or a late school day, or whatever you happen to be doing. Enjoying retirement. That's always a great option too. Today I'm going to show you what Linda from Georgia sent with regards to stamps. And it's all of a particular theme, so that's kind of interesting to see too. So I will show you that. I want to say thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, all those wonderful things that are going on. Whether you're here to see stamps, whether you're here for post-crossing, or just like to tune in to see what's going on from day to day, what I put out. I appreciate all of it. I appreciate the comments. And remember, That Dad Guy Answers, part 10 just came out on Saturday, as they do each Saturday. And if you have questions for me, leave them there in comments in that video, and I'll answer them next week for part 11. For those of you who tune in for Ukrainian stamps, I've been asking for anyone who's got Ukrainian stamps to send them this way, if you don't mind parting with them. And I will show them on camera, and then I'll put them in an album, and I'll give them to my father for his collection, because he didn't have any stamps from the Ukraine when I started this. So I do have a video that's going to be coming out maybe tomorrow on Ukrainian stamps, because I did have some show up. So I'm going to show you what showed up there. But today we're going to focus on Linda's generosity and what she sent. So let me flip the camera around and I'll show you. This may not be the oldest stamp of the ones that she sent me, but it's a good one to start with. So we got Apollo 8. There's a whole bunch of different missions here. You'll notice the theme is United Postal in Space. And this one, two stamps that came together. So United States in Space, a decade of achievement. So here, this would have come out in the late 70s. And then you have the Spacewalk stamp. First Man on the Moon stamp. And then here we have different missions. So the 4 cents Project Mercury stamp. Pioneer Jupiter stamp, 10 cents. Mariner 10 Venus and Mercury stamp. Viking Mission to Mars. Expanding Human Knowledge. I'm going to zoom out a little bit there so you can see it. And Skylab. And then finally, these big stamps here from 1975 of the Apollo. We zoom out on everything. It's a generous cross-section of all the different space stamps that would have came out there in the late 70s, representing what achievement of first man on the moon. We're talking of going to the moon in 1969. So yeah, so over the late 60s, early 70s, these would have been some of the stamps that the U.S. Postal System would have put out. So I hope you liked that quick tour of the stamps that Linda sent. It was nice of her to go through her collection once again, pick out stamps that she had duplicates of, maybe make it into a theme this time so we can have it as a U.S. space theme postal. So it's great that way. I'm sure some of these stamps my father probably didn't have in his collection, so it'll be nice to go in and search through and put them in the right places and add them to that collection. So thank you, Linda, for your generosity. You've sent it, I think this is the second week that we've had a video specifically of stamps that you sent, so thank you for that. Now tomorrow I will try to get out the Ukrainian stamp video, and then we'll see what happens with Wednesday, Thursday. We're going into Easter weekend. I'm still planning on putting out my weekend 3 videos. So Friday will be what showed up at the mailbox this week. It'll be a shortened week because mail will only be Monday through Thursday this week. Saturday will be That Dad Guy Answers. So get your questions in from the end of part 10 so I can have them for part 11. And then Sunday, if I have some cards to write, I will write them up that day. And my last video yesterday, I put out 20 cards. That was a big grading day. Did a lot. Felt good to get it all done, but it was a lot to do. I have been getting a couple last a couple swap requests, so that's great. I'll have a few maybe to write throughout the week. I know the Post Crossing Canada site that I joined for Facebook. I've got a couple people that have reached out, so I'm very happy about that. Hopefully more will reach out too, especially if they start watching these videos. They'll see that I'm looking to swap. And not just with Canada. If you're from another country and you're interested in swapping postcards, let me know. Anyways, for now, that's all I got. So stay safe.
What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?